So if you have a job or if you're trying to run a business while trying to grow a YouTube channel, you might understand that it takes a lot of time. And one of the most time-consuming parts of the process is script writing. But after I've spent countless hours studying viral scripts from the best creators on the platforms, I saw that there's actually a pattern and a structure that a lot of these creators use that you can use to write your scripts 10 times faster. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the simple structure that'll help you script your videos 10 times faster. And stick around because I'm going to share one technique that professional scriptwriters use to keep you watching. All right, jumping right into it. So honestly, understanding the structure probably was the biggest breakthrough for me because after studying successful scripts, you start to see different patterns. And then those patterns, you see that there's a structure that a lot of these YouTubers use to make a good YouTube script. So here it is. Here is the entire, it's very simple. Here's the entire structure for your YouTube videos. So you have the hook, you have the content, and then you have the call to action. Now, for each of these, I want to break down a couple elements that I think will take your scripts from being kind of basic to the next level and help you increase your audience retention and just get people to stay on your channel longer. So Alex Hormozi talks about the proof promise plan formula when he's talking about YouTube intros. And basically what this is, it's very effective if you have an educational channel or if you're trying to grow your business through YouTube. And here's how it goes. So in the very beginning of your video, you want to share your proof, your promise, and your plan. So what the proof is, this is your results, the credibility that you have, and it answers the question that a lot of people have when they come to your channel is, why should I be listening to you? So you want to, as soon as the video starts, tell them exactly why you are qualified to talk about this, and then you want to move into the promise. Now the promise is what they are going to get out of the video. What's the dream outcome of the video? And the plan is kind of like the roadmap for the video. You want to show them exactly how you're going to teach the things that you're going to hit along the way, and everything like that. And then number two, and this one's a little bit more high level, but it can really impact the retention in your first 30 seconds of your videos, is you want to confirm the click. Because what I see a lot of YouTubers do is they'll just start the video, they might talk a little bit about themselves, they'll welcome people back to the channel, everything like that, and they don't actually get into the content of the video until like 2 or 3 minutes into it. And what happens is someone clicks on your video because they were interested in the title and thumbnail, and then if you don't actually get to why they came to the video in the first 30 seconds or a little bit more, then they're like, okay, he's taking way too long. I don't even know if the video is actually about that, so I'm going to click off. So what you want to do is you want to confirm the click. And basically, that is assuring the audience that whatever they clicked for, they're actually going to get in the video. And probably the best example of this is Mr. Beast, where in his videos, you'll see that in the first line of the video, he almost word for word says the title in the video. And that makes sure that people know whatever they click for, they're going to get exactly that in the video. So you want to confirm the click. And then also, this kind of goes with the proof, but you want to show your authority. Because again, you're answering the question, why should someone listen to you? And then this goes with the promise. You want to have a very clear dream outcome. So instead of just talking about a random subject for 15 minutes, actually have a problem that you're trying to solve or a question you're trying to answer that will help your target audience. And you want to say, okay, by the end of the video, you're going to learn this, you're going to be able to do this, or you're going to have this by the end of the video. So all of that goes in your first 15 to 30 seconds. That is your hook. Now, I know that is a lot to put in there. It's very action-packed, but if you look at successful creators and watch the first 15 to 30 seconds, you'll see a lot of these elements. And I think, because this is kind of like the elevator pitch for your entire video. So if you can nail the hook, then people are much more likely to watch the entire video. All right, that's the hook. Jumping into the content. So the content is kind of the bulk of your video, and how a lot of people start is they just list out bullet points. So here are the main points that I want to hit, and then you might have a couple sub bullet points under each one of these. But here are some more advanced techniques that I think will help people watch your videos more. So here's a quick example of that. You might say something like, this next one has made the biggest impact on my business, and it only takes 10 minutes to implement. So when you do that, when someone hears that, one, they're going to be curious about what the actual point is, but then on top of that, they're going to be very motivated to watch all the way through because you've shown how valuable the content actually is. So you want to do that before each bullet point. And then also, what a lot of people I see people do in kind of listicle style videos where you might have 7 mistakes that are wrecking your business or something like that. What a lot of people do is they list each one with the actual answer of the point. So if you're making kind of a listicle style video, like 5 mistakes that could be wrecking your business. What you don't want to do is say number 2 is you're not advertising enough. Because what happens is people might think they understand that point. So they hear that and like, okay, for the next 3 minutes, he's going to be telling me why I don't advertise enough. So they think they understand that. They're actually going to skip to the kind of the next segment of your video. So to avoid this, don't just give away the answer at the beginning of the point. Tell them why it's important and then jump into the content and start teaching the concept. And then number 3, especially if you're trying to build a personal brand through your YouTube channel and you're wanting to stand out from the competition, you want to use personal stories, you want to use examples that show your credibility and teach the concept. Now this next one's great if you're trying to build a personal brand on YouTube or if you just want to stand out from the competition in these saturated niches. Is you want to use personal stories and examples to show your credibility and you teach the concept. So instead of just teaching the concept, always tie it to a personal story in your life that illustrates it or talk about how you learned that lesson in your own life. And I think what this does is it establishes you as an authority and it makes your videos different than anyone else's because the examples you use, the stories that you use are going to be specific to you. So even if you're making content on the same topic, your video is going to be drastically different just because it's kind of filtered through the lens of your personal experience. Now, the call to action, and again, a lot of people overlook this one, and I think they're leaving a lot of views on the table by not doing this. So we had a video that was uploaded like 7 years ago, and it was at 200 views, but on our most popular video, we had a specific call to action at the end of the video saying, hey, go watch this video. And just by doing that, we went from 200 views and being uploaded 7 years ago to now the video is at over 45,000 views just from people who clicked the end screen, which is kind of crazy. And I think why this is so effective is because this actually gets people into binge sessions on your channel. So instead of just watching one video and then going to another channel or getting distracted by a sidebar or social media, whatever else, they're actually going from that video and going to another video and then almost get in this rabbit hole of different videos. And by the time they look up, they've actually watched 6 videos of yours. So how you do this, it's a 2-part formula. All you have to do is you want to introduce a new problem and then promise to solve the problem in the next video. So in my context, the call to action at the end of one of my videos might be something like, getting views on YouTube is great, but if you want to actually make money from YouTube, you need to go from chasing views to actually solving problems. And if you want to know exactly how to do that, you can watch this video. So in my example, I introduced a new problem saying, hey, it's good to get views, but if you actually want to make money from it, you need this other thing. So I've introduced that problem, and then I said, hey, in this video, I showed you exactly how to do that. So if you do this, it'll get people watching more of your videos, which helps your overall channel grow. All right, so that's a simple structure, but how do you actually keep people watching? Now, after I was studying all these different scripts, I saw that there was one technique that these professional scriptwriters were using that basically forced people to keep watching, which is important because on YouTube, one of the most important things is your audience retention or how long people watch your videos. So all these professional scriptwriters were using curiosity gaps. And curiosity gaps have 2 elements, and one of them we actually already went over. So they have a setup and an open loop. So the setup is you want to tell them why what they're about to learn is important. And then what an open loop is you want to put a question in their mind that they want to know the answer to. And then as soon as you answer that question, that's called a payoff. And what the best YouTubers do is they use all 3 of these over and over again in their YouTube videos. So they put a question in your mind, they answer the question, and then right after that, they put another question in your mind. So you have to know the answer and you're not just clicking off the video. So it's a relatively simple concept, but if you understand it and start looking for that in the YouTube videos you're watching, I think you'll really understand how to keep people watching your videos. Now, scripts are important because on YouTube, to get views, you need essentially 2 things. You need to get people to click and you need to get them to watch all the way through. So having good scripts gets people to continue to watch your video, which will improve your retention. But on top of that, you need to get them to actually click on your videos. And to do that, you need a good title and thumbnail. And to show how impactful this is, we had a video that was stuck at 200 views after a day. After just changing the title and thumbnail, the same video without changing any of the content is now at 620,000 views. So if you want to know how pro YouTubers basically force you to click on their videos, you can watch this video. If you enjoyed this video or if you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I'll see you next time.